Hey, what's up everybody? It's Chad. Oh man, the end of a long past few days. Been doing a ton of running and really just busy all around, but feeling pretty good, though a little bit tired. And really been pondering the past few days how fortunate I've been to not only come across a lot of the information that I've read and people that I've met over the past decade or so, and really been able to overcome a lot of my illnesses and addiction and all those great things, and now I'm actually able to really kick ass at life. But one topic that comes up that you may be able to correct this, you may not, but a little bit of tips on how you can improve your eyesight. So there's a whole multitude of reasons why your eyesight can be going bad, and I'm just going to cover two things that may help you because they are the most obvious and they're free and or extremely cheap to fix and non-invasive, and you're not going to hurt yourself. So the first one is going to be, a lot of people have trouble nowadays, especially with their eyesight and starting to have blurry vision because you're staring at something that's literally between the distance from here to here all day, every day. And most people, especially if you live in a city, you might be looking, the longest distance that you see is the car in front of you during rush hour traffic that's moving at 5 miles an hour. So your eyes, they have cones, essentially, and they open and they shut. This is specifically your irises, not your actual eye, the whole thing. So your irises, they open and close. Now, when you need to look at something close, and then when you need to look at something far away, like that, they'll open up. Now, the problem with most people only staring at short distances is that your eyes become fixed, so it almost becomes like a crutch. And it's similar to if you only walk really slow and you've never jogged or ran before, your muscles aren't adapted to that. Well, in a similar sense is what happens with your eyes. So if you want to try to improve your eyesight, and this may work so long as you do it regularly, and I mean daily, even multiple times a day, is go out and look at something close, like really close, even just going like this, and then look out as far as you can. So even if you're in a city and the highest point you can see is a skyscraper a few blocks away, look at that and focus in on it. If you are fortunate enough to be up in the woods, look for a mountain range or a tree that's really far away, and just keep on going from one long distance to a close distance, long distance, close distance, and over time you begin to build up those muscles in your eye again, and you could notice that blurry vision goes away. I noticed when I was self-employed for a while, and also when I was working in an office for a time period, that a lot of my stuff was just either reading books or looking at a computer screen, and I took walks and did my best to get out as much as I could, but still I wasn't looking at long distances. So try that. And then another thing is, if you haven't seen my video about blue blocker glasses, hello plain blue blocker glasses. They're just simply orange UVX glasses. You can get them on Amazon. They're $9. They work great, and these protect your eyes from blue light coming off of things like your cell phone, computers, televisions, and they're very beneficial to use at nighttime, especially once the sun goes down, because TVs give off a large quantity of blue light, or any screen does, and blue light doesn't really exist in nature, as far as the sun only gives off a substantial amount of blue light around noon, but after that it starts to head towards the red end of the spectrum. You can see obviously the sun coming up over the horizon has a red tint to it. That spectrum is better on the eye than the blue, and nowadays modern man and woman, humans, are staring at things really close with a large amount of light that we were not accustomed to, and this damages the DHA in our eyes. It also messes up rhodopsin and synopsin, I believe. Yeah, it's synopsin, which are just basically they're chemicals that we have in our body that help your eye to function as they should. So it can really break that down. So those are two quick tips just to follow. Anything else, there's a whole bunch of other things that you could do, but those are just really simple, cheap, and non-invasive. So go out, give them a try, see if they do you any good, and just keep on trying to find ways to improve upon your health, and that not only your physical, but as well as your emotional and your spiritual and your relationships with everybody, and you know, do the best to make the world a better place, and that really starts with making you a better you. So go out there, have fun, check out my website. I'll post the link below. It should be more complete in the next few weeks. Still working on it a bit, but anyways, yep, take it easy.